What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Today, got something a little special. Late last night, at the time I'm recording this, James Harden was traded to the Clippers. And so I figured, what better than to see what 2K thinks is going to happen now that James Harden is here. So what we're going to do is we're going to be simulating to see, hey, how far are the Clippers going to go? Are they actually going to win a championship? We're going to give them 3 seasons to do so. And more so, like, let's just see the effects of this James Harden trade. I mean, maybe he just leaves after this season. 2K would probably love that to happen, knowing 2K. But let's give him a couple seasons and see what happens. So there is one thing I'm going to do just to, like, add a bit to the realism of this is Harden is probably going to go back to his position as a 2 to fit in on this roster a little bit more. I assume that means Westbrook gets the start, yeah, and they want to put PG on the bench. That doesn't make a lot of sense. I believe Paul George is a bit bigger, so we're going to move him over to the 4, I guess. But I mean, this probably is what they're going to do in real life, and I mean, it's a hell of a roster regardless. Where did Paul George go? Is he a 2? Oh, I didn't even realize he was considered a 2. All right, well, let's turn him into a... Okay, he can be the 3, and we'll make Kawhi the 4. It lowers people's overalls a little bit, but who cares? You know, you got to do what you got to do at the end of the day. All right, so now we have a little bit better looking lineup. Zubats is definitely going to start over Mason Plumlee. But then we got guys like Norman Powell still, Terrence Mann, Bones Highland. Like, you've got a really good guard rotation. And then you still got PJ Tucker coming and be physical off the bench for a couple minutes here and there. You've got enough quality players to win a championship here. I said in my Harden trade video, which you should go watch, it's on the channel, that I think the most interesting thing about this team is, like, how do these guys play together? They're all very, like, slow in pace, if that makes sense. Like, they all are very methodical in how they play basketball. Westbrook is not, but when your best 3 players are very slow, I actually think that's kind of a detriment to your offense, especially when all of them are very ball dominant, right? I mean, Paul George, actually, his usage numbers are extremely down this year, but his scoring is way up. So I'm not surprised that he, out of all of these guys, is learning how to adapt to a new role like this, because they have guys like Terrence Mann and Bones Highland who have been really good with the basketball this year. But now that Harden's here, I take it that we're going to be taking the ball away from these guys. But without further ado, let's get to simming. I'm not going to be in control of anything that happens here. They can make whatever trades they want or whatever, and so can the rest of the league. So let's see what they decide to do. Alrighty, so we're just here at the trade deadline now, and I don't know whether or not to be surprised or what, or I don't think anybody has any idea what this team's going to be. This is such an odd basketball team, an extremely talented one, but man, such an odd team. So we're 30-20 currently, and you know, that's a solid record, especially in a very competitive Western Conference. And if you take a look at who's doing what, you're getting a lot from your top 3 guys. Not as much as you would think. Norman Powell's taking a lot of shots, but I'm not messing with tendencies or anything like I normally would, so we're just going to let 2K do what 2K is going to do. But you're seeing a lot of assists and a lot of rebounds from your wings, which is pretty cool to see, actually. But I want to look at the team stats as well right now to see, where am I looking? I'm looking for team stats. Thank you. I want to see the offense. Not in the top 10 offensively. Outside the top 10 offensively, middle of the pack is really, really interesting. So who are the better defensive teams? They're a top 10 defensive team, I guess, which is also kind of strange to me. Maybe not. I mean, you have Paul George and Kawhi at the end of the day, and that might alone be enough to make you a top defensive team. But I guess these stats would indicate why. They're maybe not like a great team, but a good team. The other thing I'm just curious about is their shooting, because they should have some like decent spacing and everything. But no, they're actually not converting a lot from 3. So that might be something that they would need to adjust in real life. But hey, let's go through to the playoffs. Already, first regular season of this trio or quad squad, whatever you want to call these guys, is done. John Morant won MVP, Wembanyama as per usual, Chris Paul as per usual. I was going to say Giannis, and then what is it? Is it most improved players? Is it B-Ball Paul? Always B-Ball Paul. Clutch player. Can I get? Let me guess it. Give me Dame for this one. Nope, it's Luka. Okay, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Taylor Jenkins wins it, and then Tyler Jamison usually wins it for the Sixers because the Sixers are always really good when you simulate this stuff. Do we have any Clippers? Nope, different Los Angeles team. We have James Harden on the third team. How did James Harden do? About 19 points a game, about 5 rebounds, 9.5 assists, a steal a game, while only committing about 1 to 2 turnovers. Wow. Very impressive numbers for Mr. Harden in his first year in Los Angeles. You can look through the rest of these. I'm sure that they're not really involved in the rest of them. Nope, not really at all. And we finished with the 4 seed. So let's simulate this play-in. And we've got the Pelicans for the first one. Did the Pelicans do anything to shake things up? Doesn't really look like it. Any interesting bench additions that they've made? I see Trey Murphy's still there. Nope. This is the same Pelicans roster that we see in real life. So the only thing I'm really going to do is adjust this for like playoffs, essentially. So we're going to shrink it to an 8-man. And they want to start Mason Plumlee really bad. I'm going to say that's not going to happen, because Zubats is probably better. So then that leaves them with Terrence Mann, Norman Powell, and Mason Plumlee off the bench. It's a really good bench right there. This is a contending team for sure. And man, let's go see how it is. I'm gonna simulate one game at a time. Gotta win there, unless we're on the brink of like eliminating or something like that, or about to eliminate someone. So we want to see. Ooh, game 2. Yes, we're gonna save the Simcast for more interesting scenarios like we're about to get in right here. And you know what? Let's take a quick look at the playoff statistics. What's going on in the playoffs right now? Our big 3 is doing big 3 things, to say the least. Holy shit. And Westbrook is no slouch right now. Out of curiosity, that's where you're hurting a little bit right now. That's where you're hurting a little bit. Taking a bit too many threes for old Westbrook there. That's a big question for them in real life, because, Westbrook just isn't going to have the ball all the time when he's in, and it'll be curious to see how they kind of stagger all these guys. But, if 1 or 2 of them are in with Westbrook, is he able to sit in the corner and hit a 3? I don't know. I do not know. What I do know is I want to simulate this game and see how it goes. Y'all are not about to get bounced in the first year with these guys. This is too good of a squad. It's close, though. Minute left. It's not that close. Okay, on to game 7, where we're just gonna hop right into the box score. I got y'all. CJ McCollum. It shouldn't be a wing giving people problems, and that looks to be correct. That makes sense. Paul George had a good one. It's these boys right here. Dang, 19 assists for James Harden. The impact of James Harden being traded to the Clippers is being felt in this simulation, and there is no question about that. Now let's see if a little bit of clutch can come in right here. Oh, they're down. They don't seem to be keeping up. Oh. Hold up right here. Oh, got a little lead. Nobody's scoring still. They got it done. That's a tough one right there. But now, hey, even tougher. Right to the Lakers. They came up clutch. They're already a little tired. It's an older group. So I'm curious to see how they compare. Okay, so it's looking kind of like the same Lakers squad. Did y'all make any moves? Y'all get anybody new? Christian, Torian Prince, Cameron? No, y'all rocking with the same squad as well. Y'all said, no, we good. No, yeah, all familiar faces. Let's simulate through the game. That's game 1 for the Clippers. Ooh, the Battle of Los Angeles. At least there's no travel in this one. And it's favoring the older Clippers. I guess I don't know the average age difference, but let's simulate this one with Simcast. See if we can't put them away. All right, simulating here. Clippers got a lead early, but it's back and forth, man. Being at a game like this would be so interesting. I would be really curious to watch, and it looks like the Clippers are gonna send them. It got kind of close there at the end. Sent those boys packing from LA. I'd love to see the Clippers just move somewhere else. Like I shout out to all you LA fans that like them and everything. I don't know. I just think it's weird to have 2 teams in multiple places, and this is coming as a Chicago fan who has the Cubs and White Sox. Just think it's weird. But anyway, got the Grizzlies now, who are starting David Roddy, who would you normally be starting there? It's not Bane. Y'all have Bane starting. Like Zaire Williams, probably. Kind of odd. Ooh, y'all picked up Kevin Love. Anybody else that you added? You added a nice vet to the team. I like that move. Otherwise, it looks like pretty much the same team. Zaire Williams is all the way down here. Only a 73 overall? They're doing Zaire Williams kind of dirty. But that means that Paul George is being guarded by David Roddy, and I don't like his chances in that matchup. Okay, my bad. Let me check the box score. I might be an idiot. Where's Roddy didn't even play. Okay, yeah, they said no, we're not about to let that happen. But we had 4 guys score 20-plus points, and one of them wasn't even Kawhi, and they lost. Just got to get better defensively, I guess. Simulate through. No way. No way is that about to... What? I'm baffled. Oh, Clippers, y'all cannot get swept by these. I get they have MVP Morant, but y'all cannot get swept by these boys. Oh, they took y'all to church. Wow. And, oh, these are the 2 teams we expected over here. That makes sense, but wow. Listen to that, LA fans. Not this year. Not this year. Nah, this is the Bucks here. Dame going to get his ring. Dame is going to get his ring. Simulate this round, and Dame gets his ring. Giannis gets the trophy again, but Dame gets his long-awaited ring. Hey, on to the offseason. Let's see what happens with these boys. Alrighty, so we're here now at the draft, and just looking at the situation they have, looks like they have the 9th and 10th pick in the second round, so I'm going to presume that they're going to sign a couple guys, and yeah, they never want to actually sign them, but I'm going to make sure they sign them anyway, because it would make sense to fill out like a roster like this with some second-round talent. So we're going to go ahead and go through this, and now we're through free agency. And this is what I'm scared to click on right here. What happened? Because all those guys could have declined their player options. Westbrook, Kawhi, PG, James Harden was a free agent. Who's on this roster right now? Time to find out. Kawhi and Paul George still are. But it looks like James Harden and Westbrook went elsewhere. Oh no, and this team's not any good. This team is not any good. Where did they go? What's the story here? Jimmy, Larry Markkinen, where did they go? Oh, you see, now this is some straight up bullshit, 2K. James Harden went back to Philly. You can't even do that. I'm almost positive you can't do that in the NBA. James Harden went back to Philly. Where did Westbrook go? Where did that sneaky man go? Westbrook went to Utah. Oh my goodness. You couldn't make me believe that. There's no way he would go to Utah. 2K. All right, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. Like, this is no longer like just a Clippers video. Now that this happened, we're going to simulate one more year, see how successful these guys are now that they're all by themselves and everything. Yeah, we can auto-generate the rookies. It doesn't matter. Let's go into this season, see what kind of moves they make, and go from there. All right, so this is the lineup that the Clippers cooked up to start this season right here. I know this is sad to look at, but that's okay. I'm sure they're going to make a trade or two and try to put something together. Oh no, y'all. It's not good. Y'all see the record down there. It's not been good. The boys aren't there, and I went and looked already. And they've made some moves. Like they tried, because things weren't going well at first. So let's show y'all what they did. They tried to make some moves. So first they traded Zubats and Coffee Shop over there for PJ Washington and Nick Richards. They said, okay, let's bolster the starting lineup a little bit, add a little more depth, and that's what they did. And you know what? That wasn't that bad. And honestly, their record looked like it was getting a little bit better when that happened. Then they went and traded Norman Powell in a first to get Brook Lopez. This team just doesn't know how to value their first-round picks. Shout out to all you Clippers fans, man. Y'all going through it. Yeah, I'm not so sure, y'all, how the rest of this season's going to work out for these boys. They'd have to go on quite the run here to try and pull it out. It's not looking good, but we never know. I'm still curious to see like if Philadelphia goes on to win something or the Jazz are any good, right? no contract extensions here. Nope, nobody on this team deserves to be extended. Nope, this team's just bad. They're just not good. And that, you know what, Clippers fans? You should be scared. This is what's your future for James Harden. This is what happens. He just goes to franchises and then leaves them in worse places. That seems to be the pattern, at least. Like, I don't know. That's my thing, right? I'm like, if I'm a Clippers fan, how excited am I to really have James Harden on the team? Like, does that make the team better? Probably yes. But the track record just suggests that something bad is going to happen, and probably something stupid as well. And I don't know what to think about that. He's extremely talented, and when he's in shape and everything, and you guys know the story, but I don't know. I'm not sure what to think of it. Hell, I struggle to understand it from just an X's and O's point of view as a coach. Like, obviously there's ways that it makes sense to work, but the willingness of those players to play the ways that they need to suggests otherwise to me. I think Paul George is really the only one that can really adapt to different playing styles like that. Well, I'll just shut the fuck up. I'll just shut up. That's actually crazy. I'm so glad I simulated to the end to see that. James Harden, Stephon Cassell, Bradley Beal, 6-man there. They moved his ass to the bench. Giannis again. Hey, shout out Bones for the Clippers. Y'all got that to look forward to. That's your future right there. Bones is getting most improved at one point, and he's going to go get you 18 a game. Empty calories. Shea, and yeah. Anybody else? There's Harden. Absolutely love to see it. Him getting a second MVP this late in his career. Paul George, all defensive team. That's cool, I guess. Nothing really else all that interesting here. Nope, doesn't really look like it. And no, them boys didn't make the playoffs. That's no surprise at all. Did the Jazz? The Jazz did with Westbrook. Let's see. The Westbrook 6-man. I love it. Absolutely love it. And Philly, where's Philly? Philly's a 2 seed again. Let's see how this round shakes out. I see Philly. Philly came out, and Utah. Westbrook. Oh my goodness. I'm so here for it. Give them another round. Let them move on. Utah and Philly. Let them meet. Save this video for me, 2K. I need this in my life. I do want to look though. Ooh, they got Ron Holland on the team too, and they picked up Gary. They got Jalen Duren. Oh no, y'all ain't beating that OKC team. I'm just being real with y'all. And then this Drew Holiday team with Bull. I don't understand. Kevin Porter's here too. Dwight Powell. Interesting. Does Philly have anybody else like new? Kenyon Martin that is there from the trade. Kyle Anderson's there. Christian Brown. Pokashevsky. B-Ball Paul. I'm here for it. Hey, simulate the round. Give it. Shea just beat the crap out of Westbrook. That's fine. That's fair. But James Harden in the finals back with Philly. A redemption unlike any other. It's the greatest story ever told. Oh no, 2-2. Come on, y'all. Simulate with Simcast. Let me see James Harden get a championship in this video. Let me see it. Oh no. No. Stop. Tie game. Let's go, man. Oh, I'm so here for this. I can only imagine where this is going to go. I need to see James Harden pull this out. I just need to. All right. What we never saw happen. Harden in the Sixers making it to the finals. Chet's got to guard Embiid somehow. It's not going to happen. There's no way that Chet should be able to guard Embiid. That should just be absolute bully ball every single possession. All right, but Shea's going to do his best MJ impression here. Why he step back into it? Give me that ball. I need Harden to take this over. There's Kenyon Martin from the trade in real life. Just give it to Embiid. This isn't complicated basketball. Just give it to Embiid. There's a mismatch. Oh, yep. They're sending it. They sent a swing. Oh, but Maxey. Oh, y'all. James Harden's about to win the finals, but with the Sixers in a video about him getting moved to the Clippers. This is some next level shit right here, y'all. Only 2K could think of a storyline like this. Really, only 2K. OKC's not out of this, though. They got Shea at the end of the day, and this team's been dominant. Oh, Giddy. Oh, Harden with the steal! The clutch steal in the decisive game. What is this? This is game 6? There's no way y'all tell me James Harden, game 6 of the finals, makes the big-time steal to put the game away. He makes both these, I'd say it's over. It's already 6 points. It goes to 7. I'm calling it here. I'm calling it there. Well, in a video about James Harden, he did get a championship, just not with who you would have thought. This is the last team I would have thought he would have gotten it with. I figured he might move to another team, but that's actually awesome. That's so cool. And a finals MVP. Fair enough. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Not like he already wasn't and everything, but man, what a career. What a career for James Harden up to this point. But hey, thanks so much for watching. If you want anything else simulated on 2K, let me know, because who knows what's going to come out of it. I'm glad I went the extra season. I really am. But hey, always appreciate you guys tuning in. Leave a comment, leave a like, do the YouTube things. Helps me grow and everything. Close to 100 subscribers, so please subscribe. That would have been my goal for like a year and a half of YouTube. But hey, really, really appreciate you guys. Thanks as always. We'll talk to you next time. Bye.